have to redo this video because I missed a bunch of books that I actually have gotten more recently, but just forgot to freaking mention them. And I'm quickly running around my room, just seeing if I did miss anything else. Okay, that's all I can find right now. So let's do this. Hi. So I'm going to try to make this really quick. The other one was like 25 seconds long, so 25 seconds, 25 minutes. I'm going to try to make this less than 25 minutes long. So I have well over 15 books, I believe, and I'm going to try to get them all to you. Over the summer, I was studying mystery literature, particularly Sherlock Holmes, since that's what the class was able to identify with. So I have a lot of Sherlock Holmes' books. I have Moriarty, which is the second book of the first book that we read over the summer, which was House of Silk. Technically, it's just basically saying Moriarty survived. Spoilers! Second book is Sherlock Holmes Abroad, bunch of fan fictions posted by fans, made into a book about Sherlock's studies in Africa, mostly. Death Cloud, a book that I just got today from my old English teacher, young Sherlock Holmes, essentially. When Chimney Sweeps Come to Dust, mixed between Eloise and Sherlock Holmes. Absolutely adorable, cannot wait to read it. The next book I have is The Hobbit, a really tiny edition that has all of the words and illustrations. Really excited about that. Chocolat, a witch who comes to Paris shortly after the First World War, and she is able to entrance people with her magical cooking skills. Butterfly Girl, the second book of a series that I have never heard of, and unfortunately Barnes & Noble didn't have the rest of. Yet to read it. Carry On. I am yet to finish and mostly start this book. When I first heard about Fangirl over on the fanfic website, I was really excited. I actually thought that Simon Snow was a real series. That's just me. What is this? Sun, Moon, Ice, and Snow. Beauty and the Beast retelling with Norse mythology. Speaking of Norse mythology, there's this. I have been waiting for this for so long. Even before he announced that he was going to do a freaking Roman and Egyptian series, I've been wanting Norse mythology. Yes. Next book is two of the same books that I got. All I Know Now, by Carrie Hope Fletcher. First found her, and her book had just come out, and so I ordered her book online through the Royal Post. This is the British edition. Now, I kind of forgot that I ordered it because it took like 3 months in order for it to come over here. So I got the American edition when she first revealed it earlier this month. This came in a few days. This came in a few months. But I like both. I'll keep both. Ooh. This is the Picture Maker. I got this at my school's library at the beginning of the year because every term, beginning and end, they will have a free bookshelf where you can just take it off and keep it forever. It's usually dictionaries and really badly written fantasies, which I don't even know why. Well, actually, no, I do know why they got rid of them, because no one was reading them. And again, hardly anyone reads books these days. The next two books I found on the street on my way to school on a back road. In the middle of the street, so these have tire marks on them. The first one is Quick and Easy Way to Effective Speaking. Actually, it is quite interesting. I've never read it, and I don't think I ever will, just because, no, I do speak terribly, but I am getting better thanks to these videos. The second one is from Dale Carnegie, two of the books that they wrote, and yeah, it is How to Win Friends and Influence People, and How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Kind of worried about that. Oh well. The next book that I got is Dan and Phil's book. I'm just really excited for them, and I was so happy when I found out they were having a book. But for whatever reason, no matter what bookstore I went to, I couldn't find it. And then all of the websites that I went to, for whatever reason, would say within a few days that the book was delivered when it's only been a few days, and it would usually take about 2 weeks in order for us to do it. So I just finally got my own, and then someone took the signed copy out from my hands. Yeah. Oh well, but I'll get this, and then whenever I go to London, and I'm going to go to BBC Radio on that trip, and we're gonna go in the mornings, and so maybe, just maybe, I can just sneak in, have them sign it, sneak back out. All done. The next book that I got is definitely one of my babies. This beautiful illustrated edition of Sorcerer's Stone. The American edition, I really, really, really wanted the other British edition, because I realized that British editions are just so much better. Just because they actually have different portraits. Like, they have the pictures of Hermione as what she's supposed to be, a brown-skinned girl, instead of the great and terrible beauty of Emma Watson. But just the pictures in these are just so amazing. I mean, that's not exactly how I imagined Dumbledore when I first read the books, but it's pretty funny. The ghosts are pretty wonderful. Although I do admit that really Quirrell. Although I have to admit that I did have to watch the movies first, because the movies came out in 2001, whereas the first Harry Potter came out in 1997. 2 months before I was born. It'd be a little hard for me, don't you think? Nonetheless, this is my little shrine of Sorcerer's Stone. I also have the first edition that my dad got, which he was reading while my mother was pregnant, because he's a dork and he is the only one in my family who liked to read at the time until I came along. Lucky him. So those are the books that I got within this past few weeks, and that's it. I did 6 minutes instead of 26. Yes. All right. Goodbye.